দর্শক আমন্ত্রণ আন্তর্জাতিক সম্পর্ক উন্নয়ন বিষয়ক আরটিভির নিয়মিত অনুষ্ঠান ডিপ্লোম্যাটিক জোনে। আপনাদের সঙ্গে আছে আমি সৈয়দ আশিক রহমান। আমাদের আজকের অতিথি বাংলাদেশে জাপানের রাষ্ট্রদূত হিজ এক্সেলেন্সি নাওকি ইতো। ভেরি ওয়েলকাম এক্সেলেন্সি আর আরটিভি স্টুডিও।
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
This is your first interview with broadcast media in Bangladesh.
Correct.
What are you feeling?
So I'm really excited that I'll have this opportunity, and particularly this is a very, very well-known program of TV show in Dhaka, Bangladesh. So immediately after I came here early October.
Yep.
So I've been around just
it is only 2 months.
Less than 2 months.
Less than 2 months.
Yes, then I have this opportunity. But I have been really excited to be in Bangladesh. So I'm so amazed by this vigor and vibrancy of the economy, people in Dhaka.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's a compliment for us.
No.
Thank you very much.
You know, Japan has been really trying to be a great friend of Bangladesh.
Yes.
And Japan may be regarded to be the largest and the longest development partner for Bangladesh, which I'm so proud of.
Exactly, we believe it. And Japan is our proven partner. Day by day, our relationship is strengthened and growing up. Excellency, you have a high mission to represent Japan as ambassador in Bangladesh. We see you have an excellent career profile, and you are serving in the field of diplomacy in different capacities. Would you please share your experience with us so far?
First of all, I'm so honored to have this opportunity to serve as ambassador of Japan to Bangladesh. So immediately before I was in Chicago, the United States, as Consul General of Chicago for 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
So this move from Chicago to Bangladesh, Dhaka, so different. So you don't have baseball, you don't have American football, you don't need to wear warm clothes.
Warm clothes.
So different. But I'm now excited. I wouldn't say that I feel settled. I may never feel settled here in Bangladesh because every day my diplomatic life here in Bangladesh is so exciting.
That's great.
But in this region, 20 years ago, I was in Myanmar.
10 years ago.
20 years ago.
20 years ago.
And 10 years ago, I was in Delhi, India.
Well.
So every 10 years, I'm posted to this region. This region is not new for me. But Bangladesh is in the middle of Myanmar and India. So Bangladesh connects India, the South Asia and ASEAN countries.
Excellency, Bangladesh and Japan are enjoying excellent bilateral relations. How do you anticipate these relations developing further in coming days?
You know, back in 2014, the Prime Minister Abe visited here, and Prime Minister Abe had an excellent meeting with Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. So this meeting laid a wonderful, solid foundation of further development of bilateral relations. Since then, Bangladesh has become the second largest recipient of Japanese ODA, with which we have been doing some of the big infrastructure projects like Dhaka MRT or Matabari port projects and this power station project. We do some economic zone construction. I think Japan is trying to lay good foundation of economic development, further economic development of Bangladesh. You know, the Japan and Bangladesh will celebrate this 50th anniversary of diplomatic relations in 2022. Exactly. By the time we have this milestone here, I really would like to see that both governments recognize the success and creating success stories of further bondage of our two countries. Yes.
Great. Mr. Ambassador, Japan is a trusted trading partner. More than 300 Japanese companies show their interest in Bangladesh. How can we enhance this relation further?
As Bangladesh economy is developing rapidly, I'm sure that bilateral economic relations will be enhanced. You know, 10 years ago, how many Japanese companies are here in Bangladesh?
It's just double within this period.
Tripled.
It's great.
So it was 100 10 years ago, now 300. This number is every year And now you have this 8% growth, and you have this goal to become developed country by 2041.
2041.
I'm sure it's a realistic, achievable goal. And after having done this infrastructure project, I'm sure that this investment climate, business environment here in Bangladesh will improve. An increasing number of Japanese companies will be coming here to do investment and to do collaboration with Bangladesh companies. I think you have a bright future. So now your per capita income is about $2,000. And in order for you to become developed nation, that should be increased 12,000.
12,000.
So you need to increase 6 times higher. Back in 1970, the per capita income was $2,000. In 1985, the number went up to 11,000.
11,000.
So Japan achieved this growth. It's beyond 40,000.
Beyond 40,000.
Yeah, but Japan achieved this growth in 15 years. Then I'm sure that you can achieve this growth in 20 years.
Hope for the best.
Yes, and I do hope that those household names in Japan like Honda,
yes,
or even YKK,
exactly,
or Uniqlo, or Mother House. So those companies will continue to thrive in this country, and some of the products produced here hopefully will be exported more to Japan. Then our bilateral partnership will be in a really wonderful, positive circle. Cycle. Yes.
Excellency Naokito, one of our dream projects in power plant sector is Matarbari coal-fired power plant, where JICA is funding under ORIE. How much optimistic you are on this project?
This is a wonderful opportunity.
One of the biggest projects.
Yes. So for us, JICA, Japanese government and the Japanese companies to participate, most important development project for Bangladesh. So this is a great plan to construct a port in Matarbari, as well as to construct coal-fired power stations. But this Matarbari project has a wider opportunities. So this project has also does include construction of LNG import terminal, LPG import terminal, and in the future they have this plan to construct some township in Matarbari. So some of the Bangladesh government people are saying that their dream is to construct Singapore in Matarbari. So we are so excited with this idea. So Bangladesh will have Singapore in Matarbari.
Great.
So this will have really a wide potential for growth. If you look at this location of Matarbari, so that's just south of Chittagong, there's a strategically important location, hub.
Yep.
So hub between South Asia and ASEAN. I think that's what all about Matarbari is.
Location.
Yes, I think that's our dream too. If that's a dream of the Bangladesh government and the Bangladesh people, then that's dream of Japanese government and Japanese people too. So on the ground, people are working really hard, those companies. So the schedule is, ahead of their plan. So they did this, providing some soil to consolidate the ground because soil is not particularly firm in that area.
Exactly.
But those groundwork has been making a steady and fast progress. I'm sure that they will be able to construct port as well as power stations, coal-fired power stations, as planned in the very, very near future.
Well, great. In your view, what are the interesting sectors in trade with Bangladesh?
The Japanese companies, particularly trading houses, are looking at the opportunity of seeing some of the sectors in Bangladesh growing. So sectors they are looking at those, this light engineering, even agriculture-related manufacturing industry. So it is clear that this economy needs to more diversified. So in a way, if you talk about the export of Bangladesh, so still, government has a very, very large portion. In order for the economy to grow, the economy needs to be diversified. So those sectors like light engineering.
Well,
so you might like to include auto parts and auto manufacturing industry in this light engineering sector,
right.
and also agri-related industry. An important element is that Bangladesh needs to be integrated into this regional supply chain with India, supply chain with ASEAN countries. I think that is something Bangladesh needs to achieve as you graduate from LDC in 2014.
2040. Excellency, in your view, what sort of role has official development assistant played in Japanese diplomacy?
Oh yes. So nowadays, I think tools of diplomacy are very, very wide. So, for example, this cultural diplomacy. So now Bangladesh young people are really interested in Japanese pop culture, like anime, or even cosplay, or even the rock band of Japan, or even food culture of Japan. So this cultural diplomacy is one, but I think a very important part is since Japan developed rapidly, particularly after the World War II. We have an experience of economic development, and the Japanese economic development had a very positive impact on the development of other countries in the Asian region.
Well,
so we are of the view that Japan can share the experience of our experience with those countries which are in the process of economic development. Now Bangladesh is regarded to be the role model of development.
Thank you.
So there is a larger room for us to provide our official development assistance for the purpose of further development of Bangladesh, as well as to enhance the level of our partnership between our two countries.
Well, Excellency, we'll talk more after a short break. দর্শক দেখছেন আন্তর্জাতিক সম্পর্ক উন্নয়ন বিষয়ক আরটিভি নিয়মিত অনুষ্ঠান ডিপ্লোম্যাটিক জোন। এই পর্যায়ে নিচ্ছি বিরতি, ফিরছি একটু পরে। সে পর্যন্ত আমাদের সাথেই থাকুন। দর্শক, আবারও আমন্ত্রণ ডিপ্লোম্যাটিক জোনে। কথা বলছিলাম বাংলাদেশে জাপানের রাষ্ট্রদূত হিজ এক্সেলেন্সি নাওকি ইতোর সঙ্গে। ওয়েলকাম এগেইন এক্সেলেন্সি at RTV studio. Ambassador Naoki Ito, the Big B, which signifies the future economic cooperation between Japan and Bangladesh. How we may take privilege from this initiative?
So Big B stands for the Bay of Bengal Industrial Growth Belt.
Well,
so this is also the project which was launched between two prime ministers back in 2014. So this will be the very, very important industrial belt, so on which key industries will be growing for the purpose of development of this country. So between Dhaka and Chittagong to Matabari, so the plan of the two government is to construct industrial zone. I talked about this Matabari project. So Matabari project is really the key of component of this Big B concept. We are really hoping that in line with what Japan achieved during 1960s and 1970s, we constructed this Pacific Coast industrial belt between Tokyo and Osaka. The largest and second largest city in Tokyo were connected by, say, road or railway, and there are industrial zones in between. So we do hope that Bangladesh will be able to, say, learn the success of Japan by building this Big B between Dhaka, Chittagong, and beyond.
Excellency, geopolitically, Bangladesh is in a center position. Here, Japan introduces free and open Indo-Pacific initiative. How does Bangladesh should take part on this?
I think on the basis of this free and open Indo-Pacific vision, we have been doing this infrastructure building project as well as a connectivity project. Also, we really want to ensure this freedom of navigation or rules-based international order. And I would say that Bangladesh is very much part of this vision. So you support this idea of freedom of navigation and this rules-based international system. Surely this is something Bangladesh is committed to, and we enjoy the prosperity through enhanced connectivity and quality infrastructure building project on the basis of this free and open Indo-Pacific vision. So I'm really hoping that Bangladesh will play a very, very important role as a sort of anchor, taking advantage of the strategic geographical location of this country.
What do you hope to achieve during your tenure as the ambassador of Japan in Bangladesh?
I think mutual understanding of the peoples of Japan and Bangladesh is so important. So
mutual understanding.
Yeah, mutual understanding of people. Grassroots level of understanding between the people are so important. So we have discussed so many important issues, economic development, strategic partnership, and so forth. But what matters really, people to people understanding.
Important.
I understand that more than 20 years ago, there was this TV serial, Oshin, which was a real big hit.
It was really big
in
hit.
Bangladesh. Similarly, a popular serial from Japan will be broadcast, particularly on RTV in the near future, so that the young people of Bangladesh will know more about Japan, understand more deeply on Japan. You know, next year there will be a Tokyo Olympic Games.
Yes.
So for the first time, Tokyo will host the Summer Olympic Games since 1964. And I learned that the Bangladesh athlete may be able to win a medal. Particularly this archery is a very, very hopeful sport.
Hopeful archery, yeah,
so then this is going to be the first medal won by the Bangladesh athlete. If Bangladesh athlete wins the medal in Tokyo Olympic Games, that will be a real boost for our people, for our mutual understanding and our friendship.
Well, Excellency, we are almost end of this program. Do you have any final thought to share with our viewers?
No, thank you very much for having me today in this studio. As I said, I'm so delighted to be serving as ambassador of Japan in this country. So this country has rich culture. Every Japanese knows about Rabindranath Tagore, who went to Japan more than 100 years ago.
Yes.
And at home, I sometimes listen to this Tagore Sangeet.
Tagore Sangeet?
Yes.
So you love Tagore Sangeet?
Yes, I do.
Oh, great.
And I found the music so relaxing. So sometimes, before I go to bed, I try to listen to the music of
That's
Tagore.
amazing.
So daytime traffic in Dhaka and nighttime Tagore Sangeet.
Tagore Sangeet. Great. Thank you very much. Thank you, Excellency, for sharing your views with us. And we wish you good health and all prosperity.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And thank you very much, Excellency, for your time. দর্শক, জাপান বাংলাদেশের পরীক্ষিত বন্ধু, দুই দেশের মধ্যে রয়েছে 4.5 দশকেরও বেশি সময়ের সম্পর্ক। স্বাধীনতার পর থেকে দেশটি আমাদের স্বাস্থ্য, শিক্ষা, অবকাঠামোগত বিভিন্ন ক্ষেত্রে সহযোগিতার হাত বাড়িয়েছে। গেল 1.5 দশকে দেশটির সাথে বাংলাদেশের বাণিজ্য সুবিধা বেড়েছে উল্লেখযোগ্য হারে। মাননীয় রাষ্ট্রদূতের কথা সূত্র ধরেই আমরা বলতে চাই, ভবিষ্যতে দুই দেশের মধ্যকার দ্বিপাক্ষিক এই সম্পর্ক আরও উন্নত, দীর্ঘস্থায়ী এবং অটুট হবে, এই প্রত্যাশায় শেষ করছি আজকের ডিপ্লোম্যাটিক জোন। এতক্ষণ সঙ্গে থাকার জন্য ধন্যবাদ সবাইকে।
For more updates, subscribe and press the bell icon on YouTube app and never miss another update.